be a sponge, and then bring the juice.
By focusing on your improvement, by focusing on your progress, and eliminating any fixed mindset that you may have and acts of perfectionism, then you encourage your own mastery.
On some level, we do what we want to do 24 hours a day. Now, sometimes it may not seem like that, but if I'm choosing to work instead of sleep, what I'm actually saying is keeping my job is more important than sleeping.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of getting beat. What can I do to get over this hump? So mentally, that's when I kind of put that forefront, like, hey, it's either all or nothing.
I like to put failure in quotations because I don't believe that failure is true failure if you're looking at it with the right mindset.
The truth is, the journey to greatness is hard. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes focus, and every day you have to decide what you value, what you want to pursue, and what you want to achieve. And if you dig deep enough, if you push hard enough, we all have what it takes to be great. Welcome to the Edge of Greatness.
Hello and welcome back to From the Edge, live from Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. I wanted to make sure I got on today and gave you guys another From the Edge episode. If you hear a bunch of birds, if you hear a little bit of water flowing in the background, that's just the perks of listening to me while I'm on vacation. Got a little alligator over my shoulder here, a little palmetto bug hanging out next to me. It's the good life. That's what we're working with right now. So one of the things I've been working on while I'm on vacation is to reflect and appreciate just how much I've accomplished during this last year. I think that's something that we often forget to do, is take a look and see what we've done and how far we've come. Another thing that I'm really trying to focus on this week is just unplugging and getting away from all this. So while I am posting this particular message, and I've done a few things on Twitter and a few things on my website, the majority of my time has been getting away from the electronics, getting away from the screens. I've actually made it a point to leave my phone in the condo when we go out and do things. The interesting thing for me is, growing up, I didn't have a cell phone. It wasn't a big thing. I grew up in a time where, pagers were hot. And it's amazing to me how far we've gone with the technology, but also how much we've become attached to it. The first day when I got here, I was like, you know what? I don't need my phone. Nobody needs to get a hold of me right now. Nothing that can't be handled by someone else or can't be handled till later is a pressing matter. So I left my phone in my condo. I was gone for, I don't know, maybe 2.5 hours. And it's amazing to me how much initially that was uncomfortable. I was sitting there going, I have no idea what is happening here, but I felt naked without my phone. It was really weird. But then the next day I did it again and I didn't seem to care as much. And then the next day I've done it, and I've done it every single day since I've been here. And each time I've become less concerned with the fact that I was leaving my phone and I didn't need it. I didn't care. And it's amazing to me that there are so many ways that we can unplug and get away from the technology, yet so often we refuse to do that. I think there is a power in getting away from the instant connectivity. And for me, it's been great because just those few hours away, when I come back to my phone, I check my messages if there are any, and I get back to doing things with my family, but I don't feel drawn to scroll as much. We've gone out to dinner a few times and I didn't grab my phone. I didn't look through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Those things were not pressing at the moment. And I actually had a conversation with my wife the other day about, I think for me personally, because I get easily, I don't want to say bored, that's the wrong word, but I do bored scrolling. If my mind isn't completely engaged, I just naturally grab my phone and start going through things, just scrolling for no reason, without any purpose, without any design to it. If I had one of the Apple Watches that actually gave me messages and text, and that's all I could get, I think that would serve me very well. I could leave my phone more often. I don't need my phone. I don't think anybody needs their phone. I think we've become so attached to it and it's a comfort thing, but I haven't missed an opportunity to feel like oh man, I need to get on my phone to share this, to document this, to take a picture of this. It doesn't matter. I mean, the moment is more important than the sharing of the experience. The moment is more important than trying to tweet about something or trying to share it on Instagram. Our lives are more important than what we share with other people. And I think we need to spend time with ourselves. We need to spend time with our loved ones, and we actually need to be there and be present. And this has been an awesome experience for me because that's something I struggle with. I have a hard time unplugging from the world because of what I do and because of where we've gone with all of this information and all of these things that we have at our fingertips. I do have a hard time unplugging, but this trip has been fantastic for that because I've found myself getting away from my phone. And I realized that, like before, when I was younger, I don't need it. It's a great thing to have. And I don't think we should get rid of cell phones. That's not what I'm saying. But I do think that we should learn not to rely on them as much, to lean into them so much, and to give ourselves an opportunity to escape them when we can. So next trip you're on, take a moment, take a day, take a few hours, start slow like I did. I went to the pool without it. I don't need it at the pool. I'm swimming anyway. I'm with my kids. I don't need it. I went to the beach. I left it here. I don't want sand on my phone. Little things like that where I was able to just convince myself that this is probably the best decision to leave it here. I don't need it there. Made it an easy way for me to start to get that process started. So that's all for today. I don't want to spend too much time on here. Like I said, I want to get back to being with the family. My wife just woke up and we're going to get started with our day. I think we're going to the ocean, so that'll be fun. If you haven't yet, I would suggest go and sign up for the Edge of Greatness Summit. We are getting very close to that event, and I know we have some incredible speakers and presenters coming, and it's going to be something that you're going to love and enjoy and get a lot out of. So as always, guys, keep reaching for the stars while flat on your face. Remember, whenever we fall, always get up.
Thank you for joining us today on the Edge of Greatness podcast. If you haven't yet, please take a minute now to subscribe and review our show. Join us again next week as we continue to dig deeper into the key components of greatness. The path to greatness is never linear, so remember to keep pursuing greatness no matter what. Keep stretching your abilities, reach for the stars, and fall flat on your face. But remember, no matter what happens, whenever we fall, always get up. Until next time, I'm Charles Schultz, and this was the Edge of Greatness podcast.